Hold a pencil.
Hold a pencil. Jolly good. How can I help somebody hold a pencil?
Work on their pencil grip.
Give me some examples from practical life where they will have learnt how to hold a pencil.
Pouring jugs.
Pouring, yes. Cylinder blocks,
Yeah.
picking up the pink towel, picking up the brown step, picking up the red rods. Sorry?
The bells.
The bells. So much work has been done in development of the muscles of the hand, okay? But remember that your muscles of your hand are nowhere near developed, especially for boys until 8 years old. Please do not make somebody feel bad because they can't write beautifully. 8 years old. Do children need to write? Is it a life skill for an 8-year-old to write? No, it absolutely isn't. It's a beautiful, wonderful skill and it should be a joy, but it isn't necessary. Most kids can get through. How long have we been teaching kids to write for?
3
Let's say
years?
40,000 years of human history. How long have we had schools for, primary schools? 1887.
Yeah.
So let's say 130 years, okay? That's about it. That kids have been forced to learn to write. And so let's say 130 years over 40,000 that we've forced children to write. When did most adults learn to read? This is really surprising.
No, 100 years.
150 years. It's only a few years beforehand. It's very, very recent that adults have learned to read. Yeah. And when did they learn to read novels? When did novel come in? Second World War is when novel was popularised.
1930s.
Well, First World War is when we came across a soft paperback. And what the soldiers did is they ripped off the hard covers of their books to get them into their packs, and that's where we got soft paperbacks from. And then we saw an explosion of literature. How long has children's literature been around?
You said it the other day. I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, less than 150 years.
Oh,
It's
50.
very, very recent that people have been writing books for children. A lot of books written for children are tripe, are absolutely appallingly written in terms of the balance of language, even plot, even editing.
It's just easy money. You make a pretty book that parents want to buy for their kids. It doesn't matter.
Bright
what's in it.
colours.
Doesn't matter what's in it. Yeah. So, in order to learn to write, I need to be able to control a pencil, okay? So, I can pick up a shape. Yes? I can pick up a metal inset. And I can draw. Now, this is not a colouring exercise. This is not a scribbling exercise. And in fact, many times on the, even in the classroom, I say, this is how we colour. We don't do this. This is how we do uniform strokes up and down, all the way to the edge, okay? Just all of these pieces of paper I used. Would be nice to show you. There are good examples here of what I'm about to show you. Did anyone bring any coloured pencils with those? Was there any coloured pencils? Anyone got any coloured pencils? Sorry for my not being organised in here.
We've got bells.
Okay, I'll just demonstrate. It's not very good teaching, but I'll just show you what it looks like. This has not been expected in the primary classroom. Yes, there are primary classrooms where this is needed because they haven't had mounts through early childhood, which is a bit of a hassle. But there you go. Imagine this is coloured paper. Place this on. First colour I'm going to choose is a different coloured pencil. It will be around the outside of the inset. So my pen is actually guided all the way through. It tells me exactly where to go. And that helps me draw a really easy shape, okay? Nice. The second one, I take a different colour, put this on, different coloured pencil, and go around. Now this is a harder thing. Why is this harder for me to go around this way?
Go around your hand.
Got my hand in the middle also, but what? I could spin off the edge really quickly, whereas this I can't spin off the edge, so this is more complicated, okay? You need to do both, but that's why we do it like that. Now you can see that I have two borders around. It doesn't matter the orientation. but choosing the colour of the inside one, so I'm going to have to use my blue pen, my blue pencil, I'm going to do vertical line. It's one continuous line. I don't lift up my pen, I don't stop, I don't have a breather, it's just continuous. And the aim is to get the lines as close together as I can. So I'll be writing. Now, you know how writing should be. Elbow stays still. This is the arc, right? This is what it should look like. So if the paper is up and down like this, I have to be in that position. It's ridiculous. We need to put the paper so that it is in a orientation forward, okay? This is why you guys all need to concentrate on your own finger grip and how you hold a pen. I go up to the top and I turn around and it's just continuous all the way. You do it quite slowly and you model for the child. I'm just going up and down. You may not stop, you may not take your pen off, you may not have a relax. It's all one continuous movement. It's not colouring, it's not scrubbing away. It is important to notice where the tensions occur in your hand if they are occurring. And important to try to get as equal and regular lines. Better you are at it, the closer the lines will get and the straighter the lines will be. Obviously if this were in pencil it wouldn't look like just lines, it would look like it would start to smudge together. I'll show you some examples in a minute. I'm not going horizontally, I'm going vertically. Does that make sense? That's the presentation. You can see an example here. In fact, there are lots of examples, which is what we've got already done. A beginning sort of example. Oh, 2 colours, how interesting, get a bit of colour going, all right? You can sort of see what we're expected to do, the outside and the inside. Remember what shape this was called? Good, epicycloid, well done. And then here, we have it here. The lines are getting a bit closer and a bit closer, and you want them to get closer and closer and closer and closer, okay? It's not across this way, it's up and down. It's all one continuous movement. What are we developing? Muscle tone, coordination, concentration, independence, attention to detail. We do one shape, and then we do 2 shapes superimposed, and then we do 5 shapes superimposed, then we use lots of different colours. It's just about pencil manipulation. Are we colouring it in? No. It's just a lovely control. Beautiful. So now that I can hold a pencil, what's the next thing I need to be able to do to write?